What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. This is a special Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time start time. It's a special date, special time because of some sickness that was happening. Yeah, right. Monday night, I got some serious, or no, Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night, I got some serious food poisoning, and it ran all the way into about 6 hours ago. I started to actually feel better. So anyway, we're here because there's a lot of information to discuss. We got a cool giveaway going tonight. We got some interesting things to show. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I see a lot of you guys must have got the message that we were having a new date and time for this because, yeah, a lot of you guys are here, and that's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining the show here. So let's see what we got. We got Ralph Cruz. How you doing, Ralph? Caleb, Stephen Rapp, Great White North Corvette. What's going on? Yeah, so Amber says we had some flurries. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yay.
Woke up this morning to snow on the ground. Yeah, it's that time of year. Matt Hurley, how you doing? What's up, everybody? Let's start this one off really quick. Guys, smash the thumbs up button if you can. We can see over here, this is the sponsor of the week, and that's going to be Paragon Performance. We do have 3 sets of a specific part to give away from Paragon. It's actually a really cool part, and it's something that most of you probably haven't given a lot of thought to, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Judy's in the house. AARPM, glad you're feeling better, Justin. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of you guys reached out to me. I appreciate that. That was really awesome. I appreciate the support and the thoughtfulness.
It was the
yeah. No, it's not. And that's, you know what's funny? 2020 Matrix 8 says, so Justin, where will you never eat again? I was just talking to Amber about this because in my life, I have gotten food poisoning 3 times from Taco Bell. And guess what I wanted to eat today?
Wow.
So anyway, this latest bout of food poisoning was not from Taco Bell. It was from Sheetz, which is like a gas station like Wawa up here, basically. So yeah,
Wow.
It got me pretty bad. The worst I've ever had. And like I said, I've had it 3 times from Taco Bell, and it was nowhere near as bad as
You
Sheetz.
had it bad. I'm just telling you. I was trying to coax him in. Can we do the live? Can we do it?
Nope.
Let's just do it.
And
Let's
the
just
thing
do it.
is
He's
like
I'm gonna wait till the last minute. He goes, cancel
I
it.
can't. Yep. I waited until about an hour beforehand before saying I couldn't do it because I really wanted to do it. Like I told you guys before, if I'm not dead, I want to be on here. And
you're almost dead.
I was pretty close to dead. Probably the closest to dead I've ever been. But yeah, it was rough. Yeah, you know what's funny? The C3 guy says the gas station sushi. My dad said the same thing, and I have no idea why. Is that a thing? Is that from a movie or something? What movie?
I don't even remember, but I know people talk about it all the time. I trust this more whatever than I do gas station sushi. Or
I've heard that, but it's like
more than I trust this other thing, you know.
I don't know what it is.
Because it's raw, it's raw fish. Do you really trust getting it from a freaking gas station? Yeah.
AARPM, it was not the roller dog. No, I don't even think Sheetz has a roller dog machine. Honestly, I've eaten stuff off there before, though, and never had a problem.
Judy says you got the sheets from Sheetz.
Yeah,
right.
The sad part is it was way more than Sheetz, if you know what I mean. It was all over the place. Darren Burnett, what's up? Hey, all headed to my new shop, so I'll be in and out for a bit. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Mark Cutsey says, can't we do it from the bathroom? Boy, that would have been a freaking mistake, trust me. I barely even recognized myself when I looked in the mirror. Oh, Mark White says, Porsche Turbo S, putting in my order tomorrow. Nice.
Nice.
Greetings from Florida. Wally Gator, what's up, man?
Squat and squirt. Ugh.
Ready on 6, there's been no guarantee that that's the LT6. Just so you know, it's most likely going to be a cross-plane crank still. So it might be maybe built on an LT6, but it has not said anything about a flat plane crank yet. And the fact that it's likely to have AFM, definitely not going to be a cross-plane crank if that's the case. Or a flat plane crank, I mean.
Flat, yeah.
I'm on in the burbs. Griffith, thanks for tuning in. All right, so guys, let's jump right into this one. Tyler, what's up, man? I have something really cool I want to try to show you here if I can. Let me see if this will let me. Because I got my speed shape today from Chevy for my Z06. And I have my speed shape from Chevy for my Stingray as well. And it's pretty incredible the differences between these two things. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet side by side. So let me see if I can show this. Yeah, there we go. So here's the speed shape for let me try to get this. No. Okay, you can see it there. That's the speed shape for the Z06. You can see it's on like a glass or crystal base. The Z06 and the VIN number and everything are etched into it. Really a cool looking piece. You can also grab the car and remove it just like you could with the Stingray. It's like a magnetic base. The base is really pretty thick. It's about I'd say probably an inch thick or so. So it's a lot thicker than the Stingray. And then of course this is the Stingray. You guys have all probably seen these before, but the base is a lot thinner. It's just a black base. Same kind of thing. The car's just on a magnetic base there, but it's got the VIN and everything right here versus the Z06 one is actually etched into the glass. So pretty cool looking. I really like the difference that GM, they really paid a lot more attention to the details here, it seems. It just looks,
the design is like kind of cut out too.
Yeah, it just looks more, it looks more premium. And yeah, even Amber was saying like the cutouts around the back and everything are a lot more pronounced than they were on the Stingray version, where if you're looking at the rear end there's not as much of a cut showing where things are at.
I wonder what the markup is on the Z06 one.
Well, it's kind of funny because I was just talking to Dr. Corvette about this. Dr. Corvette actually collects these things. And spends a good bit of money on collecting them, apparently. You can get them on eBay for like $100 or $200 or something. Dr. Corvette's in the comment section right now talking about it. 18. He has 18. How much did you say the things go for on eBay, Dr. Corvette? I think you told me like $100 or $200, which is kind of ridiculous, but I honestly, wow. I'm really impressed with this. Like, I did not expect to open the box and be as impressed with this as I am, because it's just the shape of a car. Like, how cool could that be?
It's more on an incline too, where that doesn't have an incline. Yeah,
so this one for the Stingray is just flat. For the Z06, it's angled. It's on an angled base. You can see that. And then, of course, this is the car back here from Top Speed that Larry Anthony actually gifted me. And nice. This is an exact replica of the Z06 that I have with the red calipers and everything. And then over here is one that my wife gifted me. This is my ZR1 from Top Speed as well. These are like $300 models, but they're super accurate. Yeah, and real detailed. So anyway, I got all kinds of models of cars. I feel like a little kid, but this is the way it goes. When you like cars, this is how it goes, I guess. But yeah, just so you guys know, if you're in the market for a Z06, that's what your speed shape's going to look like. Stingray looks like that. Steve has one of these. Looks just like that, actually, somewhere in his house. And Jason has one that's a little more yellow.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Or where the hell is it? There it is.
Wow. Wow, Dr. Corvette says that these things can go for up to $500. I would consider selling it for $500. I'll be honest. Dude, like, I like it, but I don't like it that much. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So here we go. Let's get back to the news. There's a good bit of news. So if you guys haven't heard yet, the strike might be over. And I say might be because it might be. So the UAW and GM have struck a tentative agreement. So that means exactly what it sounds like. It's not guaranteed, but they might be okay with the terms. So obviously this is great news for you guys if you're waiting for a Z06 or an E-Ray, a Stingray, whatever. Because as of yesterday, I believe, yesterday, the plant was closed at the Bowling Green facility, was closed again because of part shortages caused by the strike. So even if the strike is over, which as of now, like I said, is tentative,
Don't let anybody go run with that. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I should address all the news or anything we're going to talk about today as, you know, some of this stuff could possibly be speculation and is not necessarily fact. But yeah, we'll pass it for now. Anyway, if you guys are waiting for a car, you might be all right. But here's the thing: even if this is over, even if the strike is over, the lingering effects of this are going to be felt for quite some time after this, because they've disrupted the chain of you know, the parts and everything. They've disrupted it enough for long enough that it's going to still affect build dates. I actually had somebody email me or message me on Facebook. I'm not sure if they're in here or not, but if you're in here, let me know. They messaged me and asked me, hey, can you ask, you know, anybody you may know on the inside or anything, can you ask them if they still plan on making an E-Ray? And I was like, well, yeah. And I said, why do you ask? And he said that he knew somebody who was pretty high up at Chevrolet that said that they were canceling the E-Ray. And I said, there's no way. There is no way that they would cancel it at this point. They already have working models of these things. I said, that's not going to happen in the slightest. Like, the E-Ray is coming. There's already target production weeks in December for the E-Ray for some customers. So, I mean,
they were all
there is no shortage. There's no shortage of crazy information out there. I mean, everybody, even the people at GM, don't seem to know what's going on. GM is apparently
how many E-Rays did we see at Carlisle between the ones on the road at the ones, you know?
I mean, the ones that were in the back lot. I mean, there was 25 to 30 of them.
Our hotel had a crap ton.
Yeah. Now, this was somebody pretty high up at GM saying this, and he wouldn't tell me who, of course, because that you could get that guy in trouble.
But be careful. You're going to get your favorite car salesman spun up again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, it's like if I say anything, it's like everybody just takes it as fact, and it is definitely the weirdest thing.
100% without a doubt, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. 100% without a doubt. There is no E-Ray. It's not coming. It's canceled.
What's her name? Text you. What's the GM? What's her name?
Mary Bear. Yeah.
Whatever. She texts you personally. Dear Justin.
Yeah. No E-Ray, canceled.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh yeah. But no, seriously, guys, it's the E-Ray is obviously still coming. So if you're waiting for an E-Ray, don't worry. It is still coming. It may be pushed back now because of the strike and everything, but don't worry about it. It will come eventually. Dad's Garage says, glad to see you're feeling better, Justin. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
Mr. Tim.
Timmy Turtle.
I haven't talked to him in minutes.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about
Mark White.
How about we talk about the giveaway?
That's what I was going to do until Amber's over here laughing at nothing. I don't know.
We're giving away a C8 Corvette.
Mary Bear is definitely not a car person.
Mary, that's it.
It is very surprising to me that GM is doing as well as they are with her in control. Yeah. I'm not going to go too much into it, but
I called her Maria, but it's okay.
Maria?
Yeah, I was calling her Maria. I can't remember her name.
That's actually pretty close. But anyway, guys, the giveaway for tonight, as you can tell, is sponsored by Paragon Performance. But before we mention that, I do have to mention one other thing, and that is Whip Reynolds here. Yeah. Whip Reynolds, he says, Justin, I am so happy the car has reached the dealership. Really excited. This is Whip Reynolds. He is another subscriber of the channel. Just like 2020 Matrix 8, we were able to place him into a Z06, and his car already arrived. It hasn't even been 2 months. We got him on the list and a car in less than 2 months. So again, guys, if you're interested, there is an over MSRP markup, but it's lower than most people. Shoot me an email and we can go through some of the process with you and try to get you one of these cars as well. But yeah, Whip Reynolds is going to be taking delivery of his very soon. So everybody congratulate Whip on about to be joining the Z06 club.
Hi, Dave. Dave Jones says hi.
Davey Jones, how you doing? I actually have a video coming very soon for you, Davey. I'm putting on those Corvette emblems and stuff. Now that the snow's flying, I figured I might as well be doing something that involves being in the garage.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew?
Hey, listen, man. I know the weather up there is terrible. If it makes you feel any better,
It doesn't.
you sure? It's going to be 76. 76 here on Saturday. If it makes you feel any better.
I knew it wasn't going to make me feel any better. I knew you were going to lie.
Yeah.
2020 Matrix 8 says he's loving his Z06, and yeah, he's already off to Mod Town on that thing. Just modding everything. I love
and
it.
He also has a YouTube channel, so subscribe to 2020 Matrix if you
does he?
are watching this. Head over there and subscribe to him.
Nice.
How about that?
What is it?
Yeah.
2020 Matrix?
Yep.
Should be the same. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel. How about that?
I just saw this morning, so.
Nice. If you didn't notice, Jeremy, you and your wife are actually in the trailer for this particular live video, picking up your Z06.
That's cool.
Whip Reynolds is picking up his Z06 on the 13th. So, not next week, but maybe the week afterwards, we'll feature him as the car of the week, which we actually have one tonight as well. We'll be talking about that in a second.
Somebody has 800,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah, where are the thumbs ups tonight, guys? Let's start off strong, hit those thumbs ups. Let's get to would be nice to get to 100 by 7:30, but I think we're kind of pushing it on that front. Guys, please smash the thumbs up button. It really helps. If we could get to 100 by 7:30, something crazy will happen. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, Nikki.
Oh.
Nikki's on.
There's Nikki.
Nikki.
All right, so let's talk about the giveaway. If you guys haven't seen this before, I'm going to show you a picture here real quick.
Speaking of
That is obviously my C8 Corvette Z06. And the one really very noticeable issue with it is down at the lower left and lower right, where you can see the chrome or reflective heat material that really stands out on a car. Now, on black especially, it's really evident, but even on Steve's red Stingray, it was pretty evident. Yeah. And what it is that we're giving away is going to be something along these lines. So if you want to take a look at this picture here, which of course involves Steve's beautiful face, that's what we're looking to cover up. So that what he's pointing at there is a silver heat reflective material that really just shines out of the back of the car. After we give you the pieces that will cover that, which are metal. They're really thin metal that are designed to handle heat as well, but they're black. And Steve also took a picture of that for us to enjoy as well. There it is. So all it is a black metal, really thin metal, same kind of heat resistant material that sticks on over top, and it covers the silver from shining through in the back the way that my car shows. So that's pretty much it right there.
Can they see it?
And that's, I mean, if you've seen my video, you know what they look like. They're not just vinyl stickers, which is what I thought they were to begin with. They're actually metal.
I did too.
What's that? Thought they were that vinyl?
Yeah, until I peeled it off, like, there's metal.
I had to, whenever I was cutting it, I was like, this isn't vinyl. Like, I'm cutting through it, and you could tell it's metal. Like, you could actually cut yourself on this stuff. So anyway, guys, what we're going to do, we have 3 sets of these to give away, and we're going to try to do it tonight. So the first set is going to be the first person to donate $100 via Venmo gets the first set for free and a free t-shirt. So the first person to hit $100, you get a set. We're not going to run with anything on that. The second sets, we're going to talk about the second and third set. We're going to talk about after the first set goes. So I'm watching my phone. The first $100 Venmo that comes through, that person gets the first set and a free t-shirt, Vet Syndicate shirt. So, yeah. Who's he talking about here? Whip Reynolds says, Jason, please share your contact information through Justin if you don't want to share it here live.
Yeah, just send him my number after a while.
Okay. All right, I'll text you the number, Whip. Yeah, 2020 Matrix 8. I don't know if that was on there or not. 2020 Matrix 8 got the first set, so he sent in $100. He gets the first set and a free t-shirt. So if you guys, or 2020 Matrix 8, Jeremy, if you want to send me what size shirt you want, we'll get you the shirt as well. But you are in it for the first set of the exhaust heat shield blackouts.
And he'll add that to his 20 other shirts he has.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was just talking about the fact that he's modding up his car, and now here he is getting some more mods. Yeah, Mark Cutsey says, I got to slow down on my mods and just wait to win them here. It's the sad part is it's true because like we're giving away the best of the best here. We don't just give away junk. Like these are mods that I've put on my car. Steve's put on his car. I think Jason has them on his as well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right. Mr. T, that's actually a great idea. And I do plan on talking about that in a second. I actually got Dave, the owner, involved with the one comment from, I can't remember his name, but it was a super intelligent, really well thought out comment and response. And that's the kind of stuff I love. Like not everything's perfect. And if it's not, let's have a conversation about it. Let's not just immediately start attacking. Let's figure out where the disconnect is. And I really like that approach to it. So I reached out to the owner of Speedway Composite, and he was going to formulate basically a reply and address the concerns. I love that. So stay tuned for that. But BPR06 says 135 watching, only 72 thumbs ups. Yeah, guys, let's get those thumbs ups up. Way up. Let's get them to 100. Let's get them to 100 by 7:35. That's 6 minutes from now. We can do it. Smash the thumbs up button.
Hi, Jeremy's wife, Jackie.
Jeremy, what shirt is it? And do you have a small? Because Jeremy has plenty. We
It's
don't
his
have
wife.
small.
Medium, right?
The smallest is medium. Yeah, Jackie's his wife. She reached out to me too whenever I was sick. So very, very kind. You guys are all too kind. We don't have small, Jackie, unfortunately. The last time we did get small, I think we sold like 2 of them. So that's probably why we don't do it anymore.
To
But
little kids. They were to little kids.
I appreciate that, Mark. We want to give away awesome products on this channel just because I don't want to give away anything I wouldn't put on my car.
Yeah, we're not giving away leftovers.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a question from Steven Rapp. When you do this mod, yes, I pulled the bumper out. I was having my exhaust installed, but you don't have to pull off the rear fascia to put those on.
Nope. So if you guys watch my video, which Jeremy, you should probably watch it before you install yours. You don't have to take off the bumper. You can actually just take out the rear fender wells because that rear silver exhaust heat shield is attached to the fender well lining, and it comes out with like 10 T15 screws and a couple push clips, and you can just pull it right out. So Steve did it the way he did it because he already had the bumper off installing the AWE exhaust anyway, which if I had thought about it.
So let's talk about the AWE exhaust with the Z06. Now that thing is a beast.
Yeah.
If you've seen that video, go watch that video.
Well, I have about at least 3 videos of that coming here. I'm going to try to release one tomorrow. And it sounds awesome. It looks awesome. It makes power and it drops weight. That's all you need to know. I mean, that it's all pluses. And the best part is
the tips.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the weirdest part because I would have put money on the fact. Like Jason was there at Carlisle when Chet put on the carbon fiber tips on my car. I was like, man, those look so good. I don't want to mess with losing the tips because the AWE exhaust has its own tips. And then as soon as I saw the AWE system, because I hadn't seen it yet, as soon as I saw it, I was like, those tips look way better because they're bigger. They fill up that spot in the center a lot better. So
like in the old days on our C7s, when we went from stock to Corsa, it really filled out that gap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're like the same.
They're like an inch bigger or something. So it really just fills up that gap. And they're the diamond black, of course, slash cut. They look fantastic. They sound awesome. And I love the fact that they're real tips because like the Z06, I don't know why the Z06 did this. The only other car I know that does this is a GT350 from Ford. Yeah. Is they have their exhaust tips come out through a fake tip in the bumper. And I think that's weird. It kind of looks cheap. So I like the idea that AWE has their own tips to go with the exhaust because then it's an entire replacement. The whole thing just looks more premium for a car that costs, $150,000. But well, Mr. T, hopefully I'm going to be able to get that chance here pretty soon, because there is an intake from inventory coming for the Z06 that I plan on getting. Okay, so let's talk about this. Jeremy got the first set. We're going to do our typical donations for the other two sets. So what we're going to do here, since the material, some places are charging upwards of $100 for these, but Paragon are around $50. We're going to do every $50 donated through Venmo is going to get you double entry. So if you donate $50, you'll actually get 10 entries into winning a set of these. Now we have two sets, and the next two sets we can't give away until we reach $100 per set. So we would need to get at least $100. Then we're going to give away one of the sets, and then another $100, and we'll give away another one of the sets of the exhaust shield. We did already get another Venmo from William for $20, so he'll get 2 entries for this.
Thank you, William.
Got it.
But anybody, if you guys want to start into this, $50 will get you double entries. Every $10 will get you 1 entry. So even if you don't want to do 50, $10, you'll still take your shot at getting it. And a lot of people have won in the past by donating a very minimal amount of money. So don't think you can't win if you don't throw a whole bunch of money at it. It's just, you have a good chance either way. LT4 Powered says it perfectly. There's nothing like a nice set of tips. I mean, a nice set of tips will get you a lot of things in life.
That's definitely true.
You get a lot more views on YouTube.
That's for sure. No, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Bryant says, did they say how much the ZR1 is going to weigh? No, they have not. There hasn't really been any talk officially about the ZR1 outside of a leak that recently came out showing that there's a good chance that the engine in that ZR1 is going to be a 5.5 liter twin turbo. It is going to have AFR or AFM in it, which means it is very likely to be a cross plane, not a flat plane crank. And that's actually pretty disappointing that GM would put AFM in the ZR1, considering the C7 ZR1 eliminated all of that. And it really, in my opinion, AFM just really eliminates reliability in these engines. So
yes,
hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see.
And it's so dumb that you literally have to turn it off every time you start your car. You can't just like turn it off and have it be an override. Nope, you got to hit start and then turn it off. It's so dumb.
Well, no, that's start stop. AFM is cylinder deactivation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, who knows though? If they're putting AFM in there, they do have the auto start stop on the E-Ray, which makes a little bit more sense, but that might be the beginning of the requirement for that. If they do require that for the ZR1 as well, the EPA, that would suck. That would definitely suck, because I hate that. I mean, I get in her car.
Cadillac.
She has the Cadillac, and actually, Steve, I installed that thing I was talking to you about, and it works. It disables it.
It's amazing.
So I'll send it to you. But
sucks.
yeah. So anyway, man, what was I saying? Totally off topic now. So Steven Rapp says, did you hear Venmo will be sending out 1099s?
Yeah, we did.
I did hear that, and I'm really looking forward to it. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'll tell you, that's the government
they want to double pay our taxes.
I was going to say they want to double tax everything. Every penny that has been sent through Venmo has already been taxed. I don't understand why they're taxing it again. It doesn't make any sense.
Because we allowed it, we don't.
Yeah,
nobody fights back.
Nobody fights anymore. Vet Sweetness says, Justin, did you like my Z06 license plate? I don't know if I saw it. Where would I have seen it, Vet Sweetness? It's exactly what I was going to say at LT4 Powered, but I'm not going to even put it on the screen.
I missed it.
That's why I didn't say it. I was like, and then I was like, nah, I'm not going to say it. Mark White, that's the latest leak, is showing that there's going to be AFM in a 5.5 liter twin turbocharged engine. I am reserving judgment on that leak because I don't know when it's from, how long ago that information was leaked. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speculate on that because a lot of channels like to take my speculation and run with it like it's fact. So I'm just going to leave that one go for now. Stephen Rapp says, Justin, where did you get the plastic covering for the license plate, and does it help with photo cam? I don't actually know if it helps with photo cam. If it does, that was never my intention. All I wanted to do was knock down how white the PA license plate is against an otherwise all black car. Steven, if you want to shoot me an email, I can actually send you an email back of the exact place I bought it, so you can grab one for yourself. I've gotten a lot of questions about that license plate cover, though. Apparently people like it, so send me a message. I'll send you where I got it, a direct link to it.
The Popos don't like it, though.
I haven't had any problems.
I have.
Knock on wood, I have not been pulled over for that yet. Someone, Brian in the Discord, sent me a message and asked me about the cops, and I was like, yeah, technically that license plate cover is illegal, but so is my 5% window tint. So,
Did you see it?
What is that?
Yeah, you did send me a bunch of photos. I'm sorry, man. I do not remember seeing a license plate cover in there. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, buy Ferrari. That is a good one. So let me switch this over for you guys to see it too. So this is Vet Sweetnos, his license plate covers, or license plate, custom plate. What do you guys think of that? That's pretty cool. I like it. But anyway, so what we're, let me see. I think we got another donation here. Huh. All right, so, nope, disconnect that. AARPM donates 50. So he's going to get double entries.
Thank you, Aaron.
Let me make sure. All right, so we got AARPM. And then we had William already for 20, right?
Yep. Oh, ARPM got 10 entries.
Yep, double entries for AARPM. So, guys, we're still looking to give away 2 more sets of these things. If we can hit...
You have a C8, you have to have that.
Yep, it doesn't matter which C8 you have either. It'll fit the Stingray, Z06, or E-Ray. It does. It looks really weird, especially since if you consider how low the car sits, any car behind you is going to be able to see that. So, I mean, at car shows, you can see it. And especially if you have a black car, it really stands out. And honestly, even on like the red or the yellow, the whole diffuser area is black regardless what color you have. So, yeah. Stephen Rapp, you can donate. You could donate on PayPal. They're going to take the same amount of money out. If you donate on PayPal, it's the same email. It's just horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. If you want to,
or if you've got extra, you can just mail me cash.
I wouldn't advise mailing cash. It'll definitely.
I wouldn't
not
either.
make it.
But if it's going to me, I will accept it.
You'll accept it, but you'll get an empty envelope.
I know. I'll accept
the risk. I got a check in the mail the other day from one of the dealerships, and the check came in their envelope and then inside of a USPS envelope. And when I opened it up, their envelope was cut in half.
Yes.
And I was like, why did you even bother sending me this? It's a check that's been cut in half. I can't cash this.
Exactly.
Like, what a ridiculous...
Yeah, we've had that happen. But
okay, so...
Our mail carrier gives us our neighbor's mail, people from the street over's mail. There's no telling how much mail I have floating around my neighborhood.
Whip Reynolds, I appreciate that. We'll stay tuned for that. I can't wait to see your car either. Stephen Rapp donates $100, so he'll get 10 entries.
I got it.
I'm not sure what that means. Stephen Marisha says, is that through AGM directly? Because I had mine in the box through RPI. I'm not sure if that's...
Are you talking about your
yes,
X-ray?
Directly from AG Motorsports.
Oh, okay. One of 137 says, Justin, if you could only keep one of your Corvettes, which one would it be?
ZR1.
See, I still plan on making a video about this because I get this kind of question a lot, which one I like better. And it is a really hard question to answer, not because one's better than the other or vice versa, but because they both do different things very well.
Mm-hmm.
And the ZR1, obviously, if you're looking for raw performance, raw feeling, manual transmission,
more rare.
The C8's just not where you want to be. But if you want to just have the exotic Ferrari sounding ridiculous speed while having all the up-to-date technologies, that's the C8. Like, it is really strange how well these two cars complement each other. And I hate saying this because it is like not really an option for most people, but the best way is to have both. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but with that said, if I had to have just one, it would probably still be the ZR1. But barely. So the C8 Z06 makes a really, really good argument to finally pull me away from a ZR1, but it's still, the ZR1 still got me.
When the C8 ZR1 comes out, you'll probably change your mind, and because that car's gonna be a beast.
It's supposed to be. Some of the whisperings I'm hearing from somebody who just sent me a message on Instagram talking about what kind of engine block this car could be using. It's super lightweight, and if it really is what they're saying it's going to be, it could potentially knock down a couple 100 pounds off the C8 too, which would be incredible. Because that's
I
where
heard you say the word "could" twice.
Hey,
could.
The people will take the video and cut that part out and just say, "This is fact. I have said this as fact." Like, it's insane the way people run with things. They just, everybody out there needs to be right, and they need to be right at the expense of everybody else being wrong.
You know,
it's
those are what we call Facebookers, but on YouTube, where they have to constantly talk crap about everybody else. I'm so insecure that nobody's going to like me, so I'm going to get on YouTube and I'm going to talk crap about other people so that other people will think that I think I'm superior. I don't know, it's retarded.
Yeah, so originally we were going to have quite a different hot topic for tonight, and it was going to be really interesting, but we decided to go the high route because it's just not worth,
because they don't count, so it doesn't matter.
Addressing the scum of YouTube, it's not worth even talking about. But moving on, Steven Rapp says, when is Josh coming to St. Louis? I need to get that work done. I can let him know. Are you waiting specifically for him to come out there to do it? Because if that's the case, I'm sure I could get him on a plane. Ralph Cruz says, do you think in the future the C8 Z06 will go down in price? Yeah, I think in the future all Corvettes are going to go down in price, aside from, the older ones. But I think we're probably a year or two away from the Z06 really taking a price cut. We're just now seeing the Stingray starting to come down in price. And even that's a little bit surprising to me. And that was something we were going to talk about tonight is I don't think the Stingray is coming down in price because of demand decreasing. I think it's coming down in price because of the economy. I think the economy is affecting the price way more than demand. Steve and I talked about this and kind of agreed that it's like when things start to get tough, when things start to get tight as far as money's concerned, the first things to go are the things that you don't really need. And no one really needs a 500 horsepower sports car. So one of the first things to go when the economy starts getting tight is going to be the sports cars. It's going to be the gas guzzlers. It's going to be all of that stuff because people need to save money on that sort of thing. And they're going to cancel their cable and, the things that you can do without. So that's why we're starting to see Stingrays at MSRP at the dealerships, because people that ordered them 3 years ago, they're coming in today, and now they're realizing, well, crap, the interest rates are 8% now. They used to be 3%.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford this thing now. So that's why I think that's why we're seeing them on the lots the way we are. But at the same time, regardless, the prices are coming down, and that is on the Z06 as well. I've seen the prices on the Z06 coming down as well, but I think for the same reason. The Z06 is still a very highly sought after car, but with interest rates and stuff, nobody can afford it because it's already an expensive car.
When you compare 3% to 8%, what's the difference in monthly payments?
It's a lot. And I actually just sent something to Steve about this the other day. It was about a house. So the difference between like 3% interest and what was it, 7%? So from 3% to 7%, it was like an extra $400,000 on the loan or something crazy.
Holy crap.
So on a car, of course, it's not quite as long because it's not a 30-year loan. But at the same time,
it was 2021. The rate was 2.96 on a 30-year fix. The loan amount at basically $400,000. The total interest paid was $204,181. In 23, the rate was 7.7% on a 30-year fix. So the same 30-year fixed, same loan amount, $400,000, basically $1 off anyway. Total interest paid $627,000.
So yeah, it goes up by $400,000.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And it's only a couple of percentage points. Like, it doesn't seem like it would be that much more.
Yeah. That $400,000 house was going to cost you $1 million.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So C7s, I just heard something from, I don't want to misquote this, but I'm pretty sure Taj or somebody just recently quoted that there has been more Stingrays made than C8s. There's been more C8 Stingrays made than C7 Stingrays as of just a couple months ago. I don't want to misquote that though, so don't quote me on that.
Don't do a video about it.
Yeah, don't do a video about it and call me out like a weirdo. Anyway, did we get any more Venmos? Let's see. So you got Stephen Rapp in there as well.
I got the 2. Yeah, I got Stephen Rapp. Yep.
Okay, so we don't have any more. Guys, if you would like to get a set of the heat exhaust blackouts for your C8, now's the time to do it. You can save yourself some money and help support the channel. And $50 will get you 2 times entries, or you can just throw $10 at it and take your chances. Let me see here. So on the note of E-Ray, let's talk about the E-Ray. So over at the Mid-Engine Corvette Forum, we have a topic here that the 2024 Corvette E-Ray is honored with the 2023 Vehicle Engineering Team Award. So just like the Z06, the E-Ray is winning awards and it's not even technically available yet. So pretty cool. You guys know how I feel about the E-Ray. I think it's an awesome car, but at the same time, I think if anybody, for the most part, I think if you're given the choice between the E-Ray and the Z06, most people are going to take the Z06. Not saying that the E-Ray doesn't have its place. It definitely does. In my opinion, I think the E-Ray would have been a little bit better. It would have been an easier sell if it was $10,000 to $15,000 cheaper. I think pricing itself perfectly in between the Stingray and the Z06 would have been a really good move on GM's part. I think it's priced a little bit too high for what it is personally, but nonetheless, it is winning awards because it is pretty interesting for what it is. So obviously it's all-wheel drive Corvette, first ever hybrid Corvette. Technically the fastest Corvette to 60 at least. So it has a lot of firsts for Corvette, and that's, again, awesome. But like I said, winning awards already, that's an awesome thing. So if any of you guys are waiting for the E-Ray, rest assured you're getting a pretty cool car.
I just can't wait to see if there's any recalls on it. It's a new technology. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is going to be. This is definitely the most radical change to Corvette in quite some time. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. The other thing we wanted to talk about tonight, and that is going to be the C8 Corvette ZR1 and a new patent filed from GM to have fiber/metal hybrid wheels. Now, if you guys are following along with the Z06 saga at all, you'll realize that some people are having issues with either getting their wheels serviced when they're carbon fiber wheels, or some people have had some issues with them cracking already. And if they crack, obviously, you're kind of out of luck because the warranties and stuff, most warranties out there won't cover them. There are a few companies that will cover them still, but they're going to be few and far in between. And if I had to guess, they're going to start pulling away from them too. So GM has come up with an idea that apparently they're able to do something in between, where it's a hybrid of some sort of fiber, so some sort of composite and a metal meshed together to give it strength, but also lightweight. So this is a new patent by GM, and you can see all the filings and everything over at the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. It's interesting because we just talked about this in my previous video about the ZR1, about how we haven't seen the carbon fiber wheels on this car yet. Meanwhile, it's over at the Nürburgring testing. Like, why wouldn't we see the lightest possible wheel option if you're going to be over there testing for a good time? And maybe we are. There's a good chance that the wheels we're looking at are these fiber/metal hybrid wheels that are actually possibly just as light as carbon fiber, but stronger. So,
wow,
kind of cool to see that kind of stuff. I like the idea GM keeps innovating with this stuff versus just sticking with carbon fiber. Maybe that's not necessarily the option for everybody or the answer for everybody, but yeah, you know, I had heard some people talking about the wheels being magnesium as well, but GM followed this patent and then immediately kind of pushes that off to the side. So I think there was a Cadillac that had magnesium wheels. That's the only car that I really know of that GM did magnesium wheels on. What's he want you to report back on, Jason?
The inventory air intake that's been sitting on my floor right there for like probably, what, 3 months now?
What, do a dyno before and after?
No, just, or is that what he said?
I don't know.
No, we were just talking about installing it. It's been sitting on my floor now for 3 months. He was talking about an inventory air intake on the E-Ray. And, you know, they sent me this as soon as it came out for the convertible, but yet it's been sitting right there forever. Me and Steve have had plans on installing it a couple of times, but it just didn't work out.
Well, as soon as that gets installed, we have something pretty cool coming down the line for you guys.
Yep.
So tell Jason to get on it, because as soon as
Dude,
he does,
I'm trying.
It's going to be good for everybody.
Yeah. We finally got decent weather now, so it's not.
Yeah, I'm in the garage finally.
Yeah.
It's not hot in here.
That's right. C5 did have magnesium wheels. I knew as soon as I said that I was going to be missing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't be over tightening your lug nuts anyway, but that is a problem. And that's one of the reasons why I would say GM is always hesitant to put wheels like this on these cars. These kind of wheels and certain options like carbon ceramic rotors, they're just going to be problematic for most people, because if you don't fully respect the idea of what you have, pulling off a wheel all willy-nilly and you chip one of those carbon ceramic rotors, now you're going to have a problem. And it's like GM can't necessarily hold your hand the entire way down the line. So if someone doesn't understand that and they chip it and then they throw a big fit over it when they realize those are $2,000 to replace, it's a problem for GM at that point. So a lot of this stuff, I bet you GM fights a lot of this stuff because it's got to be really detrimental to performance before they're going to put their necks out and make it a standard option on the car. Yeah, Steve was one of the very first ones to have an inventory intake. I'd never even heard of it before Steve was talking about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I just saw it one day in a thing. I reached out to the owner overseas, and he sent me one.
Yep.
It's like quick.
Yep. I remember talking to Steve about it. He was like, yeah, this inventory intake. I'm like, what is this thing? And he showed it to me, and I was like, I have never seen that.
And
I don't know
Justin
how
will
either.
have one of the first Z06 ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we can have one of the first ones right here.
I would have had one of the first convertible ones if it hadn't been sitting on the floor for, you know,
You had it. It just sat there.
Exactly. I'm going to hold it up. Dude, this puts out a lot of power.
Who has someone put it on a convertible already? I haven't seen one.
Yeah. What's his name? Rapid Blue.
Is it Miller time?
Yeah. Miller. Yeah. I think it's, I can't remember, but yeah.
I think it's Miller time.
Miller time is you, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're getting close to the end. We haven't raised enough here yet to give away another set. So we need another donation of $50 to choose a winner for the second set of these, and then we'll still have a third set.
Next week.
Yeah, if not, if we don't get another $50, we'll roll both sets to next week. But if we do get another 50, we'll give away one set and then roll the last set to next week. So if you want to take a chance at winning these things, now's the time.
Yep, I need to eat dinner.
Yep, it's coming up. Actually, let's talk about the car of the week real quick because we got caught up in everything else. So, car of the week is going to be a C8 Corvette, just Stingray, not a Z06, even though it looks like a Z06. This is Ed, his red Corvette. So he sends the paragraph here saying that he had sent me pictures once before, and I said I would put it on as the car of the week, but I never did. I don't recall getting those pictures, but either way, we're definitely going to do it this time. He said he thinks that it stands out from most. It's a 2020 2LT Z51 Torch Red. He waited 13 months to get it and paid $5,000 over sticker. He does think the car is amazing, but there's some things he doesn't like. He put a Street Hunter front spoiler on and had SOS Customs paint it red and made the front bezels red as well. Then moved to the back where he got rid of the square tips that most vet owners didn't like, but he went with Steve's center exhaust from Le Mans edition.
Yeah.
You actually talked to him at Carlisle.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he says you met him at Carlisle. Then he put the Z06 wing on from Segala, then moved to the engine bay, another place GM ignored. It does seem that way. Also got rid of all the brushed aluminum and replaced it with carbon fiber. Also have BBS wheels. I hope you like the pictures, Ed from California. So let's take a look at some of these pictures. Yeah, those wheels actually look pretty good on there. So, yep, very carbon fibered out. He has the AGM X brace, like Steve does. He did get the painted engine bay cover there. That looks pretty good. It's always funny how some sections of this car you can tell GM either ran out of time or just ran out of patience trying to perfect. But
I like California's license plates.
Yeah, Ed, you did a good job on this car. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I actually like the front. It's different.
Yeah, it's all painted. Yeah, that's not bad. Good job, Ed. Thanks for sending in the pictures for the car of the week. It's a nice one. So again, guys, if you want to be featured as car of the week, just shoot me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. Include some pictures of your car and a paragraph telling me why you think your car is, or what you like about your car, why it's special to you, and all the specs of it, and we'll discuss it right here. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for tonight, though, guys. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in on the special time and everything. If you guys have any special questions, feel free to email me or to check out the link in the description below. You can actually join the Discord where you can basically be in contact with me at any point during the day, or Steve or Jason. We're all on there. So feel free to jump on there and share your thoughts of cars and all that stuff. If you have any questions about, your rides in general. I think that's pretty much it, though. If you guys haven't yet, please smash the thumbs up button. Let us know you're liking the content so we can keep making this stuff for you.
Give Onyx a thumbs up.
David, that sucks. His Z06 is stuck on the line.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, the plant shutdown was supposed to be picked back up today as the second shift, so I think it's back in operation now. But yeah, guys, if you could please smash the thumbs up button. We're gonna finish this one up for tonight. I've taken up enough of you guys' time. And,
Hey,
one more
check
Venmo.
Check Venmo.
oh, Venmo. Okay.
Mark Cutsy will come to the rescue. Watch.
He did.
He just
All
wanted
right.
to make sure we stayed on longer.
All right,
Now
Mark
we got-
Cutsy gave another 50, so we are giving away a second set tonight. We're gonna have to raffle those ones off. So, what do we got? 3 people, right? Or no, 4. 4. All right, so guys, don't leave yet. AARPM, we got enough to do the drawing for this one, but we will have another set for next week. Let me know when you're ready, Steve. Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, go ahead and run it.
Boom.
AARPM.
Hey.
Oh,
there it is.
Ding, man.
All right, Aaron. If you want to shoot me an email with your shipping address, I'm sure I have it, but just in case I don't, send me your shipping address and I'll get you out the set of the exhaust blackouts. Thanks everybody for the donations tonight. I appreciate all the get well messages I got as well. Mark Cutsy didn't want to be added anyway. So, well, you didn't win, Mark, but we appreciate you taking care of business.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good.
We will see you guys next week at our normal time, Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Thank you.
Mahalo
again.
and aloha.
There you go. Look at that. That's for you, Mark. Congratulations, Aaron. We'll see you guys next week.